Hello everyone and welcome back, finally, to the Net Saviors podcast. I'm Adell, a man who has not shaved in over a month or done a podcast in 3. And with me is MegaMasterX.
Hey Adell, how are you today?
We already went over this, we can't talk about it anymore. Moving on.
That's fair. I guess to recap, we're both recovering in varying degrees, it seems, from the N1GP Meetup.
Sort of. I just probably worked out too hard at the gym, honestly. I hit one of those, it's a dumbbell machine, so instead of just lifting weights on a bar, it's a press kind of thing that you have to push up. And I think I might have overdid it a little, and my body's taking its toll on me days later.
Yeah. Well, you know, every time you use a dark chip, you lose a hit point, so...
Oh, thank God. What if I just eat them?
You put in the milk first, and then the dark chips too.
No, I put the dark chip in first, then the milk. I like to have it sit at the bottom, so I get nothing but concentrated dark chip when I'm done drinking the milk.
That is completely fair. Well, yeah, it's like Adele said, it's been quite a little bit of time. We definitely apologize. There's been a lot of scheduling conflicts. Life gets in the way, things like that. Work,
meetups, you know, stuff gets in the way.
Yeah, so here we are, and we weren't able to do the meetup or the podcast at the meetup live because we were all pretty much dead by the time we came back from dinner.
Well, we also made the mistake of doing best of 3s with BN3 and BN4, and that was just ooh.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a bit, but first we actually have some news to talk about.
Oh, finally, real news.
So first up on the docket, MegaMasterX Legacy Collection has continuously topped charts a month after its release, based off of VG charts and the Nintendo Switch eShop. MegaMasterX Legacy Collection has been up on the top, although it's been interesting that X Legacy Collection 2 is apparently outselling 1.
Yes.
What do you think that is?
Because everyone's played the first 4? I hate to say that. And the PS2 ones, I guess, are harder to come by. People really want to play those again. Although it kind of sucks Command Mission's not in it for whatever reason.
That's a shame. I like Command Mission quite a bit.
Yeah, it was okay. Can you hear all that noise, by the way?
No, I can't hear anything.
Thank God, because the ice cream man's coming around.
I've got someone running... There's a leaky pipe somewhere, and it's making noise, so I hope that doesn't come through either.
No, I can't. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
Where am I?
Yeah.
Okay, let me cut that out later.
So yeah, it's been... I think that's fair, considering that, you know, I really do regret Command Mission not being in there, but the X Legacy Collection 2 was a pretty sizable game, so I guess, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just PS2 titles. And remember, fun fact, Japan got a physical release, which has English translation in it, but everyone else didn't. Yeah,
which is, I mean, that's par for the course, right? Like, we've had to deal with that for pretty much everything, yeah. Like, Bayonetta 2, I think, is another one.
Couldn't tell you. Never played that garbage. Was Bayo 2 not physical? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. There was another game that was... but yeah, so it's really awesome and endearing. We've seen from interviews online that the sales of the Legacy Collection, the original classic ones, actually paved the way for Mega Man 11. So that's like on the records. Really? Yeah, it's on the records in an interview, basically saying that due to the support for the Mega Man games at that point, it was really easy to go and say, hey, you know, fun Mega Man 11, here we go.
Are you telling me that the world still wants to play Mega Man games?
You know, contrary to investor belief and popular belief, it seems so. It seems so.
So, when is Capcom going to understand that we want more Battle Network, damn it? Ah!
Well, exactly. Well, I guess the Virtual Console versions on the Wii U didn't sell very well.
Well, I mean, it was on the Wii U. Nobody wants to play Battle Network on the Wii U without online. Like, let's be completely honest. Oh, no, see, you don't get online, but you get all the secret chips.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, it trivializes Battle Network 2.
Trivialized 4 as well.
That is true. Well, it just gave you the secret chips. Well, it gave you the
How
whole
strong are
gamut.
those secret chips?
They're pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
I don't have a code going on. I just have star 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 Z star 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 R star. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you can just one-shot everything pretty much.
Ugh.
But they've also stated that, well, they were kind of coy in their answer, but in those same interviews, they were asked about the possibility of a new Mega Man X title. They didn't say no. They didn't say yes either, but they didn't say no.
Oh yeah, I saw those. Yeah.
So I think that the strong sales of the X Legacy collections are probably a really good sign, which hopefully will allow people to continue to invest in the Mega Man series as a whole, and hopefully we'll see more games.
Can I still buy Capcom? Is it
I
still
don't
for
know.
sale?
I don't think they are.
Oh man, we missed our chance, boys.
Yeah, we did. No more crowdfunding or anything like that. So
the N1 could have pulled together. We could have had it all to ourselves.
probably.
Yeah. So, looking through this now, what else you got on here for me?
So we also found out that based off of Ryuji Higurashi, an interview that he did, he's the designer for some of the 4-inch Nels. He stated that if the roll casket 4-inch Nel that's coming out soon sells well, Tron is very, very likely to follow. And that's thanks to Proto Dude's Rockman Corner. Shoutouts to Brian for breaking that story. It's really...
Brian's.
Yeah, his is spelled with an I, mine is with a Y. But there's a difference. It matters. But yeah, so the 4-inch Nels, we've talked about them before on the show. I'm really glad that they've started breaking into the Legends series. They, of course, have the regular Mega Man trigger, and they also have the Dark Mega Man with a briefcase of Zenny with it as well, which is pretty cool. These are really good. They're pretty high quality. I'd like to see a Tron one because I know it'll come with a Serve bot.
So I like that they are doing this. How is she going to be 4 inches now? Trombone is shorter than everyone.
She'll have a seat, maybe? I don't know.
Good.
A booster seat.
Man, I'm about to just, import the Chinese versions of the Battle Network 4-inch Nels. They're too expensive now. I got the regular one. It's official. That's all cool dandy. Like, $30. But the hub style, the dark one, and the panda one are just, for obvious reasons, just too rare now.
They're impossible to find. Unless you want to pay out the ears.
Yeah, I'm super good. I'll just get a crappy Chinese knockoff and laugh when its head falls off for no reason. I spent $10 on this. I has to hold his head.
Nothing a little contact cement won't fix, eh?
Man, we got that Gorilla Glue, though. We're good. He'll never move again.
The big brain strats.
Oh, yeah. So, going off of media stuff, so what's this about Korokoro?
So, Korokoro launched a manga from the creator of the Mega Man NT Warrior manga, Ryo Takamasaki, that is centered around Mega Man 11. Ooh. So Ryo is very, very, how should I say this? He's known for his kind of violent art style. He's been on the record stating in one of the interviews that I've read that he actually had to tone down the violence in the EXE manga. Like there was a lot, and some of the stuff that we've seen was.
I mean, even then, if you think about it, Mega Man's having parts of him blown off. Serenade is being eaten by the Grave Beast. Yep. People being stabbed through, shot. It's just. It is a very violent for what it is manga. You definitely can, and we still got to do an episode on the manga, but there's a very stark difference in tone between the first half of the series and the last half. And last half's boring. First half is where all the blood is. Well, it's because, that's also where Base is, so I don't know if there's a correlation to that or not. Base is the most violent being. Oh, yeah. So, what else we got on the docket? So, on good news, talking about Mega Man 11, it is top sales charts for its first week. No surprise, because we discussed earlier that this game came out a little too late. It beat out Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Switch and the Capcom Beat 'em Up collection. Yeah, which is really a good indicator. Yes. I'm still upset about Mega Man 11, though. because the Star Force thing we saw was just a placeholder
It
for
looks
the
so
Tundra
good.
power.
It looks so good.
Apparently, the guy was just messing around with like placeholders, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's Star Force."
I kind of feel like they threw Ueda-san under the bus with that. They're like, yeah, blame him. Ha ha ha.
I mean, the guy wasn't supposed to take that picture anyway.
True, but I mean,
still, hear me out, Capcom. You gotta mark it. All you have to do is put it on a DLC.
if they slap Proto Man and Base in this game, they're gonna make bank.
Oh, they will. Proto Man has been in 9 and 10. There's no reason for him not to be in 11. Base, I'd be interested about.
Yeah. And I mean, we know they have a vehicle for DLC because everyone that did the Bus Blockman challenge before the release gets, or was supposed to get, a code for an item pack to give you like some tanks and stuff. Yeah, so they have a DLC vehicle. And a couple of people were theorizing based off of the load screens. Again, if you look at Protodude's Twitter, at Protodude, he noticed that on the save screen there are potentially references to Proto Man and Base. So
Oh, wow.
the rumor mill is churning. We'll see what it goes. But so far, if this is any indicator, Mega Man 11 is selling very strongly, and the future of the Blue Bomber is quite bright.
Yes, I'm getting mine next week. On Thursday.
Yes, I promise you will love it. Except Bounce Man stage.
Oh, good. I hear that healing is very non-existent, that you have to buy tanks.
There are healing items strewn about in the stages. The drop rates are pretty decent as well. So
Okay.
I mean, there are spots, yes, where if you're not using your gears and you're kind of careless, you'll definitely need tanks, but it's...
Then maybe the person I was talking to was an idiot. Alright. So, that's all fine, Danny. I'm glad it exists. I really wish that they would just add outfits. Doesn't have to change the power. It would be a nice homage to see, oh yeah, by the way, we remembered that there's other things besides Classic and X.
But Adell, we know they remember because they mentioned them on the Mega Man 11 announce trailer.
You know, you need to get out of my head, because I was just thinking that. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, here is Star Force. Oh, here's okay, moving past crossover. Alright, moving on. Ugh.
Even showed Battleship Challenge.
It did. The best game.
Yep, by far.
Unironically, could be an amazing gacha game on mobile. Just saying, Capcom, you have...
It's free money. They have a lot of licenses for money here, and not just Monster Hunter.
What? But I have Monster Hunter on right now. It's the best game ever made by Capcom, you see.
That aside.
So good, they kicked out Ono and put the guy who produces Monster Hunter to make Street Fighter stuff.
Well, it's going to take a lot more than just a shuffle of upper management to save Street Fighter. But that is... Ooh, I could ramble about that for a bit.
I know you could. We'll talk about that later on the Street Fighter episode. Because indeed, Mega Man does show up in Street Fighter Cross Tech. Anyway.
And Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Hey, that's Volvo. No one gives a crap about him. Legend stinks.
He has the shining laser, I'll have you know.
Overrated poopy.
I can't... Okay, let's move on.
So, today we'll be talking about the Mega Man trading card. No, I don't. Wait. Yet. I do. Actually, I'm glad we got to play it as much as we have been recently. Big shout out to Soul, Lex, Jumi, Imasuka even. We've been playing
Gravity Spark.
Gravity Spark, yeah, man. We've been playing this a lot on Tabletop Simulator. At the meetup, we had a small opportunity to play.
Yeah.
Very...
Well, I mean, there was a room dedicated to the TCG.
Well, I mean, we were just kind of in there looking at cards and trying to make our decks complete, to be honest, for over 10 hours. It was bad.
But did you have fun? Oh.
Did I have fun?
Yeah.
You know, I was a little nervous at the beginning because a certain somebody showed up that I had no idea would be there.
Oh.
Yeah. So, let's just jump into it. So, on the weekend of the 29th, not only did we have a meetup, it was my birthday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We had the meetup at the place where Tofu and I both work. And we were in the kitchen, not in our main offices. Plenty of room. We had a decent-ish setup. It was kind of messy.
It was cleaner than last year's. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean, like, last year's we just had a monitor. We slapped a TV on the table and said, "Yes, this is the GameCube station. Hey, everyone, look at the giant television over here."
Yep. There's pictures of it on my Instagram.
It's still the best.
Yeah.
This year, though, we had separate rooms. We had Tofu in one room, chained to the wall in the chair, working on stuff soldering. We had the TCG room, where I was just dicking a boot with my boy Masuka, with MMX coming in every now and again to like open a pack and then scramble off somewhere.
It was a busy time.
That's what you do. You just kind of little skitter off. But it was nice. We have a lot of pictures. We met Friday for lunch. We met Thursday for lunch. Then we hung out Friday with the cook-off. Where I'm gonna go into that for a second. We actually got in trouble for that.
Did you really?
Yeah. So Tofu and I both got called in yesterday. No, Friday. We got not even an email. We got a text from our office manager. She's like, "You two need to come see me at 1 for a meeting." I'm like, "Oh Lord."
Oh boy.
I'm thinking it's over a property or something. We go in, and she sits down, just looks at us with disbelief. Like, "What is this about? A party happening here?" And I'm just like, I wouldn't really call it a party. And Tofu was like, "Yeah, it was more like just a bunch of nerds playing card games and old video games." And it's like, yeah, basically, we didn't like tear up the place. We didn't try to break anything. We just hung out, had a good time. But we got in trouble because we didn't talk to her about it, including the 85th deal. Our CEO apparently was livid about that with the whole cookout.
Oh.
Only because tenants aren't allowed to go there right now. So why should, it's tenants first kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't cause any mess. Being on the roof of 81st was fine, but we did get in trouble because we didn't talk. Our CEO forgot about the meetup entirely, even though we talked to him. And our office manager demanded, by the way, that if we're going to do anything like that in the future, we have to go through her and him.
Okay.
So, that being said, MMX, next year, signups might have to end in August. Like the beginning of August,
that's
so
fair.
we can give them at least a month and a half ahead of time.
That's fair. Yeah, and that's, we don't have a dedicated, like, real, quote-unquote, real meetup venue.
Yeah.
Mostly because any kind of meeting or convention space in New York is disgustingly expensive. Like, the Brooklyn Convention Center, I'm under an NDA for it, but it is startlingly expensive. Why are you under an NDA for
what are you doing?
Yeah, I can't.
know you can't.
I'm trying to make moves.
I understand you can't talk, but what? How?
I'm just thinking of the future. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we did have a cookout. I grilled. I'm apparently dubbed MegaMasterX now.
He grilled $150 worth of steak. I'm sorry, not steak. Hamburgers. Lean hamburgers.
Yeah. It was a little pricey, but I definitely have to thank the community contributions to the Patreon for that. Because without that, I wouldn't have been able to do that, or I wouldn't have been able to do the pizza during the meetup either. So if you do want to contribute to that, just go to patreon.com/MegaMasterX, and you can make your contribution there. At the end of the year, all of the contributions that are not used for things like the meetup are getting donated to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So
so I'll be getting a check soon. Okay, cool. God, they're gonna pay me money to keep living. What an amazing system.
Oh my God. But yeah, so we grilled out. We got to put faces to names for some of the community members.
Soul is gigantic,
which was nice.
Buster is gigantic.
Man. Very tall. Yes.
Like, I'm 6'2", and I was looking up to both of them, because Soul is 6'5", Buster Cannon is 6'4", 6'3", and I'm just like, Tofu's 5'9", and I'm laughing. He's a little boy.
Yeah. So it was exciting, and then that Saturday rolled around. We got to the venue, got everything set up. We learned from feedback from last year's meetup, so we had 2 separate stations, so we could have one on the stream and then one off to the side. If you check the meetup VOD, you can hear me yelling about the stream station pretty constantly.
No more Surface Pro. We had a whole laptop set up for you, man.
Oh, yeah, no one told me that.
I told you that. That's why I was like, I need the setup for the OBS. We're going to load it on this. And you're like, no, super secret.
Well, to be fair, all right, so there's a program that I wrote that powers the layout for the stream. And on the flight up to New York, I broke it.
What did you touch?
I was trying to get a countdown set up. There were a couple of bugs that I was trying to fix too. And also make it a little more user-friendly so that other people that didn't have a degree in computer science or a PhD in rocket science can actually use it. It's a very confusing program, but
no, we had a laptop that we spent $4,000 on for an architect who's no longer with us. And the entire front of it, where the mousepad is just a graphics card.
What?
Yeah, so when you were setting up, we were like, oh, I guess he doesn't want to use it, and then I heard that you had to actually bump the stream down a little bit. I was a bit sad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some feedback that we got. And I'll talk a little bit more about the feedback. I did a really big paste bin the day I got back, just kind of outlining the feedback that I got and my response to it, and what we're going to do.
As long as you learned your lesson, Brian, that's all that matters.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like I said at the meetup proper, everything that we've done on the M1 Grand Prix, the meetups, the tournaments, the scheduling, is all shaped by community feedback. So if I don't get feedback, I assume everything is fine. If I do get feedback, I need to take it to heart and work on it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm
it's very important.
Your ass hard about this one.
I got my notes ready, so hit me whenever you're ready.
So we got everything set up. We got everyone around noon. We got the pizza. I wouldn't know. I didn't partake because I have a bad experience with that pizza.
That particular place?
Yes, it made the one and only time I had it, Tofu, Kate, and I all got sick. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat something. I'm gonna eat an egg from next door for $10, and then I'll be good.
What? A single egg?
It's a 3-egg omelet. And it had grilled peppers, mushrooms, scallion, what's the word? Not hash brown, home fries.
Home fries? Yeah.
It was huge. And it only cost, like $7.85, something like that. No.
That's not too bad. That sounds like you got your money's worth out of it.
Alice Cafe is not the greatest food, but it's pretty good on the run. So, we got all that set up. They ate. I took some fools out to grab some card stuff. We were like 5 minutes late. Because the festivities didn't start till 3.
Yeah. That's some feedback we got too. And probably, I think that honestly was the singular biggest issue with the meetup entirely, is that we started ridiculously late.
Yeah. No, we kind of did. But I also feel like a lot of people didn't start showing up till a bit afternoon.
That's true.
But, so that, anyway, we got that all stuff fine and dandy set aside. And then we start with the BN3 tournament for some reason. And
I wanted to get it out of the way.
I mean, I can't blame you. BN3 is not a very, it's not as fast-paced as 6. It's more stally. Very much.
It is.
A lot of auras, a lot of recovery. You have a whole style dedicated to gaining HP back. But I think the biggest mistake we had with that was we made it best 2 of 3, and you had a loser's bracket as well, when it should have been like single limb with a loser's bracket. I think that would have moved it along. Because during it, you're like, Adell and Michael, are you guys still playing? Or like, yeah, man. It's like, it's been 15 minutes. We're like, I know.
It's BN3.
I have shield. What do you want me to do? I'm on grass. I can't die.
Oh. You're fired.
Well, you know, only Tofu was smart enough to start packing fire chips against me because he knew what I was running. Because he's a filthy cheater who uses bug in like 3 sanctuaries.
I will say this, Tofu is a super good net battler. I think a lot of people there kind of really showed their mettle. It was really nice. It was a lot of fun.
Of course he's good. I had to drill it into him.
Is that your doing? Or?
Yeah, we net battle like every day after work. So he has to deal with shield hitting him all the time.
Oh, well, no wonder he was ready for it.
Like, he knew, but at the same time, his folder was pretty... I'm sorry for this. It was pretty bullshit.
I mean, this is what it is.
Sanctuaries and auras and... Like, why don't you just run folder back?
He's just playing... In a well, we banned folder back.
I was just wondering, like, why don't you just play folder back already, you jerk?
Well, I mean, to be fair, you have to play cheese in a cheese-driven meta.
I'm trying to have fun with Grass Sage and Spice. Nope. Yeah,
what?
man.
I didn't know you were running... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Grass Stage, when you're Wood Shield, you can't die, you're recovering HP, and then Spice hits the entire field. That is grass.
Yep.
And then you use Flame MP5 for like 800 damage.
I ran some really, really nasty area lock, ice stage, static combos. I feel really bad. I think I played. Was it Michael? It was either Michael or that other Dan that I played. But round 2 was like my folder popped right off. I got everything I needed right when I needed it. But the folder's weakness is permaholes because I can't get area advantage on permanent holes.
You can't move forward.
As Heat Shadow, it's just kind of like, just got to deal with it.
I had folders set up for this. I was using an F folder, and I was just like, whatever. I had like an E and a Y set up and a B on backup.
Okay.
You use Y with Japan Man and Life Sword. You just laugh all the way to the bank. B is 2 times hero, again laughing all the way to the bank. And E, I don't even remember what E was. It was probably some kind of electric shenanigans. That's all BN3 is, shenanigans.
It really is. There's so much cheese in Battle Network 3. But it's so fun.
That's why Mars is working on a patch to ruin it.
Wow. I have faith in Mars, on the record.
I have a 30% faith in him.
I heard he deleted all the navies above version 3.
I mean, that's fine. But the problem is now you have a ton of mega chips that need to be filled.
I mean, there's tons that you could probably do.
Variable sword.
Can I get like a virus PA? That would be cool.
That's asking for more. See, now you're just reprogramming stuff.
I mean, that's probably what he's going to end up doing. Next thing you know, he's going to be adding TFC in.
I'll hold my breath on that one. I know he deleted Gel Rain PA. I don't know why you would delete Gel Rain. Who's running Gel Rain?
Me, actually.
You're an awful person. Alright, moving on. I'm glad he deleted it. So we did that BN3 tournament. That took about 2.5 hours easily. Okay, now 5 o'clock is rolling around. Time for BN4 tournament. I had nothing ready because it was like, okay, we're done here. BN4 tournament! Oh, God.
So it was actually spun up because of people asked for it.
Imasuka's literally like, I only came here to play BN4 and TCG.
And then everybody was like, wait, there's a BN4 tournament? And then I'm like, no. And then everyone's like, why not?
And I'm kind of glad we had it because BN4 is awful.
It is. I hate dark chips with a passion.
MMX kind of got styled on pretty hard with dark chips. He comes into the TCG room and he just blindly grabs a pack from his box, tears it open, and he just has that look of defeat on his face. And I'm like, oh no. MX is a broken man.
Yeah, Twilight stomped me really good. I did get a pile driver off on him though. Full damage, both sides.
800, nice.
But Dark Soul kicked in afterwards.
To be fair, He plays BN4 excessively.
He does. I didn't even think about
Yeah, don't
that.
feel bad that you lost to Twilight. This dude speedruns BN4.
Toy Robo is his
yes,
ringtone.
It is, which is disgusting. The fact that it's not...
Oh, come on, it's a jam.
Please Save Our Earth. That's the best one. Come on.
Toy Robo's a bop. Don't
Please Save Our Earth.
Yeah.
Best jam.
BN4 has a good soundtrack, is what we're trying to say.
Has terrible sprite work, but has a great soundtrack.
Well, I mean, they redid all the sprites. They stopped recycling them after 3.
I don't know why they had to make everything so tiny.
To fit more detail on the screen. I don't know.
You see, what they could have done is, of course you like Dot Hack. Did you ever see the CGI movie where they retold the story of Kite again? But it was like with a grade school girl or a middle school girl and all this other crap.
Yep.
In that movie, the world looks better than real life.
Which is dumb.
I like the idea. It would have been fun if Capcom had done a thing where like they lowered the sprite values in, outside the net, and then in the net they still had the big detailed sprite.
I think that could have... Well, no, based off of the... I mean, just think about the layouts of the net in Battle Network 4. Do you really want that?
Man, they look stupid anyway. I hate those circle bits. Also, those pads are huge for no reason.
They really are. The squares are big,
that's
too.
Fine. But, dude, the pathways are so wide, and you are so little.
It's pretty
obnoxious. You could have
obnoxious.
kept the bigger sprites and be like, oh, well, okay, this makes a little more sense, not... Look at all this raw!
We're like permanently in compression.
Basically. Uninstall, please. Help.
So after Battle Network 4,
it was 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And time for dinner. That was an adventure.
So we had a couple places in mind. We had one place in mind, and then we had a backup in mind. And both of them closed.
They were closing. Category was open, but there was not enough real, food left over. The ramen part was closed, too. Sunrise Mart closing at 8 as well. It's funny that stuff closes at, 8 in Manhattan. On a Saturday.
In the city that never sleeps. Yeah.
But remember, this isn't Times Square. This is Midtown near Rockefeller and all that. Things do shut down. So that all failed. And then Tofu and I pulled up Yama Ramen, which was baller. Did you enjoy your ramen?
That place was... Yeah, I mean, that place was really, really good. It was small.
It fit us.
But I mean, I'm starting to realize that... Yeah, it did. It did. It was very busy, though.
There were more people... Okay, we went there Friday after work. Well, after hours during work. And it was more packed then than when we went.
Well, based off of the quality of the food, that doesn't really surprise me. It's also really close to Rockefeller
right now.
So... Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
But I enjoyed Yama Ramen. It wasn't too expensive. Food was really good quality. And it was right around the corner. Literally.
Yep.
So we ate. Took us about an hour. Went back. And everyone was burnt out.
Yeah, so it was actually kind of surprising. We had planned on doing 5 DTDS, Battle Network 6, which we ended up cutting because of time.
Also because we kind of agreed that this is a meetup. This is a place where people want to play things they can't normally play easily. 6 is accessible at any time online, which I can completely agree with. If I want to play 6, I can do it right now.
Yeah.
So, but we all got back and we're just like, ugh. Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
He's dying. That's it. That's how we felt.
Yeah. So we were all pretty much dead. A couple of people had to end up going home, so we were already kind of short. Several people,
which kind of sucked already.
And then everyone was kind of letting their food settle. It was late at night, so we just kind of got together, and they ended up. A couple of people ended up playing Battle Network 6 casually anyway.
And 5.
Eurasia did crossover battle with Bach Time, which is pretty awesome, and 5. They did end up playing DTDS off to the side, and I think that there's a recording of it. I think that Twilight has it. I'll have to double check that. But
and then some of us got together and played the TCG for a little bit, which that was fun.
That was fun.
I was still a little upset that I only got to play 2 of the 6 people, but you know.
Yeah, I do regret not playing more people. I owed Imasuka a game from last year's meetup because we ended up having to stop ours, and we didn't get a chance to.
Oh, that's right.
Back.
You guys were playing on the bench. I remember that. I was like, look at these nerds playing this dead-ass card game. And now here I am. We have all the cards. We have all of them. Except Level Up, but no one cares about those.
Yeah, no. Well...
What?
Some people do, I guess. But...
If you're playing with the Level Up cards, don't play.
Just leave.
Like,
just
seriously,
get up and
those cards are so awfully unbalanced. It's not fair. It's not fun. It's not fair. It's like... Okay, we're going to get into a little bit of TCG here. There's a yellow card called Intense Power. All you have to do is flip over your power gauge. If you equal 12 or more on your Destiny, you take 4 cards out of your opponent's deck. You can play multiple of these. Does that seem balanced?
And you just pick 4 cards, and your opponent just can't use them
out of their
at
deck.
all.
Not their hand, not their play, out of their deck, which can ruin strategies. Especially if you have... I've seen it happen. If you have 4 Intense Powers ready to roll, dude, you'd lost 16 cards.
That your opponent chooses. If we end up making a ban list, I'm thinking that should probably be.
I completely agree. It took forever to pull just 4 Intense Powers. Let them go. Let them go. I think it'll add more variety. I also...
Because, like, there's a difference in between, like, cards that are overpowered and cards that just prevent your opponent from playing the game.
Which, unfortunately, Skullman has some of those, too. Yeah.
Woodman, too.
As well. Shout out to Decipher for making such unbalanced cards, as they always do. Dot Hack has them, Star Wars has them, Lord of the Rings has them, Star Trek has them. Beyblade probably has them.
Beyblade has them, yep.
But all that being said about the TCG, again, we didn't play a lot, but we do talk about it a lot more now that we understand how this garbage game works. And we're already discussing with Jumi, who's the most dedicated man to this I've seen. He has card backs ready, he has fonts being made, like he's pumping out stuff on his own. And we're probably going to start making our own expansions. Because this game does not have enough.
Yeah, no, it's very limited. It's very clear that Decipher didn't get a chance to take the game to where they wanted to. But I do definitely want to dedicate a full episode, maybe even get a guest come, a third chair in to talk about the TCG at some point. Because at this point in time, we could probably fill an entire episode just with TCG.
We touched on it briefly with the merchandise episode, but now that I have sat down and played it with other people, I look at it on a daily basis. It's littering my desk. By the way, I left all the cards at work. I'm never bringing them home. They are sitting in the IT closet in that same box. They can stay there. I don't want to... That's too much to bring home, dude. That's like 1,000+ cards easily.
Have Tofu ship them to me.
Stay away from my cards. I'll kill you.
I'll hold them.
I'm just...
I'm pretty sure a chunk of mine are mixed in there too.
No, I brought my own at first in the big white box and the tequila box. It's just... I really don't want to bring those home.
Classy. I mean...
If I want to work on my deck, I'll bring my stuff... I'll bring my deck to work and work on it there.
Here's a concept. You could ship it from the office to your home. You don't have to carry a thing. Let the post office do it.
That's dumb.
Boom.
That's a waste of money. I can just use my arms to carry. It's just a matter of I don't want it in my house cluttering me up.
You bought Mega Man trading card game cards in 2018, and you want to talk about wasting money?
I spent $12 on a box. Okay, I'm good. I don't feel like spending now 30 just to ship them across town. No, me. Plus,
it depends on how much you value your time and
like I
versus
said,
effort.
I'm not playing with anyone in real life right now. It's all tabletop right now. If I really want to work on my deck, I can just bring like a couple of cards I have here that are skeleton decks to work, take time after, and then put them up in a nice, neat spot. Doesn't clutter my household. Doesn't fall in the cat water, you know, stuff like that. So that's how I view it. Plus, it was a lot easier to carry my bags home that night.
I'll bet.
God, I can't wait to get paid. I'm still broke from the meetup.
Yeah.
Kind of blew a paycheck in a weekend.
I'm feeling the pain too, honestly.
So, let's compare. I think I'm at like 10 and some change for the next 2 days till I get paid.
10 and some change. I am at... Hold on. I'm at 13. I got you beat by $3. Yes!
That's because I bought that yogurt after the gym. It's hurting.
Yeah, how could... Messing up, dude. Look at you. No. Gotta get on that green mystery data game, dude.
Data. Hang on, I gotta get some untraps. Let me get that. It's an investment, you see.
You just gotta ask for it at Walmart.
Walmart. Yo, we went to Walmart on Sunday. Okay,
Walmart?
So, moving past Saturday. Well, let me wrap up Saturday first. So we had this little side tournaments. We had the little whatever casual crap. We started cleaning up. A lot of people left by between 11 and midnight. The rest, I even kicked MMX out because I said go home and get rest. You got to leave the next day. Tofu, Lex, Jumi, Twilight, and Soul, and myself. And I think Imasuku was there too. So these 6, 7 of us, we didn't leave till 2.
Wow.
We were just chilling out. Complaining. No, we were just chilling out. Talking. Having a good time, you know. Cleaning up.
As you do.
So we all went our separate ways. Took a lift home with Soul. I told Twilight to go suck it, you know. Sent him on... Yeah, the usual. Sent him on his merry way. And then Sunday we had a mini meetup. We had day 3 of the meetup. So Lex, Tofu, Kate, and myself all met up in Jersey. We had Colombian food. We went to this huge, like, weird toy / game shop that still had like N64 peripherals newly, like, fresh sealed.
Was that a Gundam Universe place?
No.
Or Gundam World,
no, this
I
was
think
a different.
it was?
This was like in the Hispanic part of town.
Okay.
We did that. That was kind of neat. And then we finished it off. We went to Walmart. We went to the Jersey Walmart, and it was fantastic. Kate and I went home with like a bunch of groceries. Like, oh man, I miss Walmart. Tofu bought junk. Yeah. Lex got a bunch of birthday cake flavored stuff because he loves it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like his jam.
Didn't he also have a birthday?
I don't care. It wasn't his. Like, it was mine, rather. Like, I don't care if it was his birthday. Like, mine's the only one that matters.
Okay.
And then, you know, it was nice. We went our separate ways again. Took the train home, yada, yada, yada. And then everyone was gone, and it was very sad. And then I had to look at Tofu the next day anyway.
Oh. It was like day 4 of the meetup.
I'm sorry. He didn't come in Monday.
Tofu?
So I had to look at him Tuesday.
Oh.
Day 4.5.
There you go. 4.5. Real operation.
No. I'm a little upset we didn't do any real operation, though. Like, any.
Eurasia did.
Of course he did.
Yeah, they debuted the version 2 of the Chipgate extender for Nintendo GameCube. Tofu put it together on site. Wait, no, he brought it. He brought
the pieces,
if he repaired it or if he put it
assembled
together.
it there.
He literally set up a soldering station.
I told you, we had him chained to the wall in the chair. Like, that was his spot. And Layer's like, well, my arm hurts. I'm like, get back to work.
What? But yeah, so there's some pictures of him up there as well, showcasing that on the M1 Grand Twitter. Midnight W took pictures.
Midnight took some really bad pictures. I've never seen so many people in one place. 3 people.
3 people in the photo. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's probably not even that many people that have ever played competitive BN4 in a single place.
Come on, man. No. What about those Capcom meetups?
What about them? What about them?
Can you believe that Iguchi was there and you weren't? Some little Japanese snot got to hang out with Iguchi, and here you are just fantasizing what he smells like.
That's not the case.
All right.
I just want him to sign a copy of BCC for me. That's all.
The game he had nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The best game.
Fair enough. I mean, it might as well have been done. Like, it has a story that really rings back to his style, you know? Yeah,
all
totally.
Over the place. So we're getting kind of close on time here. I do have a couple of things that I did want to announce. I didn't get a chance to at the meetup specifically. I did allude to a couple things, but let's talk for a moment about Season 3. So next year in 2019 is going to be Season 3 of the M1 Grand Prix. The first event is taking place on February 23rd of 2019. So that'll give time for the M1 Grand Prix at AGDQ to happen, which will also be on the Team BN channel or the N1GP channel. Probably Team BN most likely.
What game is it? Is it 6? Are we still doing 6?
It'll be 6. Yep, I'm going to be teaching speedrunners how to net battle at AGDQ. Oh. So if you were at AGDQ or planning on going, definitely go there. You don't want to miss it.
Not to interrupt, just a quick question, because I think it actually came up at the meetup. Why are games like Final Fantasy VI allowed, but we can't have one Battle Network game at like 2 in the morning?
I really don't know. You know, I know that Taraj and Prismatic Black have been trying to get a Battle Network game into a GDQ for a long, long time. The closest we've gotten is Network Transmission. I'm not gonna name the runner because their name has changed since then, but you can find it.
I remember you in that little chair.
I was supposed to be mic'd up, but I wasn't.
MMX in the timeout chair.
Yep, it was very uncomfortable.
It looked
very uncomfortable. But yeah. So a couple of things on Season 3. There are going to be some rule updates as well. So we're going to kind of clean up the rule set, make it a little more presentable for everybody. Okay. There's going to be a little more to come on that throughout December and in January, so definitely keep an eye on the N1GP Discord and the N1 Grand Twitter for any sort of updates on that. Now, on the topic of Season 3, there is another thing that I wanted to talk about.
Is this it?
And that is we are partnering with Matcherino to provide a cash payout for the last tournament of Season 3.
Finally, I can make a living off playing dead games.
Well, by that, Salad's probably going to take the pot. But the top three net battlers will get a cash payout in the last event of Season 3.
I can still make a living. I just have to kill the other net battlers.
You do. Ideally by defeating them in a triple battle practice and not actual death. But, yeah, so we're going to be kicking off that pool with a $50 initial donation into the pool out of my pocket. So, there's also going to be merchandise that you can purchase straight from Matcherino, with a portion of that proceed going into the cash pool. The goal of the cash pool is to be at $300 by the end, but, I mean, whatever's in the pool by the time the event happens is what the cash pool is. So, it is completely optional. We will be getting coupon codes that let you contribute for free, courtesy of Matcherino as well. So you can throw 50 cents for nothing into the pot and contribute that way, or directly, or buying merchandise. More information on that is going to be coming out as well, probably in the middle of Season 3.
So when you say triple practice battle, just 3 shots out of the chamber...
No, you're not...
That is practice for the next one.
No! That's not how
Pretty
this works
sure.
at all.
Practice
I
makes
can guarantee
perfect,
you it's not.
And there's no better way to practice.
Yeah. I don't even know what okay.
Between the knees.
Season 3.
Between the eyes.
No. I'm picturing you with that Mattel Mega Buster that covers your entire
hell
forearm.
Yes. Except I've hollowed out the inside and I'm holding a gun inside the Mega Buster.
It's just a water pistol.
That's a lot of damage, dude.
All right, get some flex tape on it. Let's go.
You saw the water pistol damage.
I did.
I mean,
we should probably recap for it.
We should recap all the games. Start playing, you nerd.
We should.
I've played them.
I'll get on it right after I finish reading the manga.
Again.
For like the 8th time.
I remember verbatim. Come on, man.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
What's on page 8 of volume 6?
That is the one where Mega Man is talking to Lan, and they're complaining. The end. Damn.
I don't think you could have been more
I'm not wrong.
If you try. Anyway. So yeah, Season 3, partnership with Matcherino. Special thanks to Sweebeeps and all of the Matcherino team. Fantastic team, and we're really glad to have them giving us a hand with this trial run in the last event there. Again, more information on that will be available at N1 Grand
Still
on
pretty
Twitter.
cool that you got like a partnership.
Yeah. And there's more to come too. There's still other prizes that will be announced when these events come out in Season 3. So I haven't quite shown my hand here.
Oh, hey, look.
But
I wasn't wrong, by the way. I pulled up volume 8. I'm sorry, volume 6, page 8. And they're actually arguing about getting kicked by Darkloids.
Oh my god, you do. Oh.
Damn.
How is this possible?
I know this stuff better than you. I think it's time for you to retire, old man.
Man, I've still got work to do. But yeah, so we'll continue listening to feedback regarding the meetups, make changes accordingly. We do already have a meetup tentatively planned for next year. Things are still in the process there. We definitely want to make sure that we're playing things by the book this time around to avoid people getting in trouble. And
we almost got tofu.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's out.
Hang on, I'm still laughing because I just remember his face when our office manager's like, "This is a fireable offense," and I'm just like, "Damn." Yeah, what's up, MMX?
Where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter at Trainer Adell. That's it. And YouTube, where you're watching this, obviously. And on the Discord, under Adell. You'll see me. I post the best stuff. Usually an off-topic, Mega Man TCG, and Legacy PvP. And sometimes I go into general to poke fun at people. I mean, you're the easiest target, because you know how to take a joke.
Fair.
How about you, MX? Can they find you everywhere at MegaMasterX?
You can find me on YouTube, on Mixer, on Twitter, Discord, and that's pretty much all I'm willing to say right now. Oh yeah, Instagram too. Instagram.com/MegaMasterX.
You were plugging it earlier. Now you're like, oh yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, I've got pictures of the meetup from this year and last year on there as well, and I'll be posting pictures of AGDQ in the N1GP Meetup there. So if you're going to AGDQ, please hit me up. I would love to meet you and teach you how to net battle. And by that I mean, teach you how to net battle. I am bringing my TCG cards if I get them in time.
I'll consider. They're sitting on top of my box, and I still have to go through them and take out all the good cards.
There's still another box that I have to get shipped as well.
Jesus Christ, man.
So. I'm patient, man. It's all good. Y'all have a lot on your plate.
Kind of. It's mostly just remembering. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Oh, that being said, so next paycheck, I'm getting my new computer. I'm gonna get Mega Man 11, and I'm buying more cards. Help, please. We need them all.
Oh God. We're gonna clear... I have a package from the Decipher warehouse sitting right here.
Why?
In my house. I don't know. It's just labeled from the Decipher warehouse, so... I guess,
Could
guess.
it be Mega Man TCG cards?
It would be Mega Man TCG
Wow.
cards, though.
Why do you have so... Why didn't you bring those?
Whoa.
What the hey, bro?
They were in my mailbox when I
Why didn't you
came
have a mail
home.
to us?
I don't
I
remember.
didn't think that far ahead, Adell. These are all for
I
me.
didn't. I
Oh
really
boy,
didn't.
more cards. Pretty much.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
what
much.
It is now. We have too many cards. How long till we clear out the stock?
One way to find out, huh? All right, there.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. Join us next time. I'm sure we'll have one out a lot sooner than before because we actually have things to talk about. Our schedules are clearing up.
Quite a bit.
MMX isn't as sick anymore. He's the only reason we didn't have this out 2 weeks ago. It's all his fault. Please message him at MegaMasterX on every platform you can think of. Every
Okay.
platform.
I'm ready.
Especially
ready.
that one platform.
It's Vine.
Alright. Until next time, everyone.
So,
Take care. Keep busting those viruses. Thank you, MMX, for joining me.
yeah. Pew!
That was awful. A big thank you to Kokiremix for the music used in this episode. If you'd like to hear more, be sure to check out their YouTube at Kokiremix.